What if I told you right now, someone is getting paid thousands of dollars to convince you where to spend your next vacation? And you probably don't even realize it's happening. Cruise influencers are everywhere. Your Instagram feed, your YouTube recommendations, your TikTok For You page. They're showing off buffets, room tours, and exclusive ship access like it's their full-time job. What are they actually getting out of it? Are they getting paid by the cruise lines? Full disclosure, I'm actually one of them. My wife and I spend our days creating cruise content, sharing ship tours, breaking down cruise news, and yes, giving you our best cruise tips, tricks, and secrets. But here's what most people don't know. There's a whole hidden economy behind those sunny deck photos and honest cruise reviews. Tonight, I'm pulling back the curtain on the cruise influencer world. The money, the free trips, the brand deals, the not so honest truth about who's really paying for all that content you're watching. Should you trust us? Are we actually helping you, or are we just helping ourselves? And most importantly, are cruise influencers actually changing where and how people cruise? Let's expose the truth. So here's the $1 million question, literally. Are cruise influencers actually changing how people book their vacations? Well, recently we got a rare glimpse behind the curtain when Carnival's brand ambassador, John Heald, did something most cruise lines would never do. He asked his massive social media following point blank, do cruise influencers actually influence you? What happened next was incredible. Over 5,000 people flooded to the comments, and they had a lot to say. Now, I could have just scrolled through these myself, but I wanted real data, so I fed hundreds of these comments into AI to analyze exactly what cruisers really think about us influencers. The results are eye-opening. 1/3 were just straight up fans, praising influencers for helpful content and honest reviews. Nearly half were what I call smart shoppers. They watch our content for research, but pride themselves on making their own final decisions. And about 18% were, well, let's just say they weren't going to be sending us Christmas cards. These folks called out influencers for taking cruise line money and being in it purely for profit. But here's the thing, even the skeptics are still watching us. When you add up everyone who admits to using influencer content, whether they love us or just tolerate us, that's 82% of cruise passengers consuming our content. Translation? If you've cruised in the last few years, there's an 8 out of 10 chance that a cruise influencer had some role in your decision-making process. We're not just making videos, we're actually helping shape a multi-billion-dollar industry. All right, let's talk money, because I think that's what you really want to know. I know I used to wonder about it. What are cruise influencers actually getting out of this? I'm going to be brutally honest with you because someone needs to be. Yes, most of us are making money from this, but probably not in the way that you think. Let's start with YouTube ad revenue. If you've got a few thousand subscribers, you're making maybe enough money for a couple of nice dinners at a fancy restaurant each month. Think in the hundreds of dollars. Seriously, unless you're hitting like 50,000 plus subscribers, those YouTube checks aren't paying anyone's mortgage. So we need to get creative when it comes to earning money. Making these videos is fun, but it's a ton of work. So we need to find ways to get paid. First, many of us are travel agents. We help you book cruises and get a commission. There's nothing shady there. You're getting help and we're getting paid. Everyone wins. Second, affiliate marketing. See those cruise accessories I recommend? That portable fan, that magnetic hook? I get a small cut if you buy it through my link. And yes, I'm doing it right now. Check the products tagged on this video. Third, and this is huge, we create our own products. Take our cruise planner, for example. After years of making cruise content, we realized we could make the ultimate cruise planning tool. So we created the super comprehensive cruise planner that walks you through everything. It's based on all the mistakes we've seen people make and all the tips that actually work. And honestly, this planner will save you more money on your next cruise than you'll spend buying it. Check the link in the description. We have this and many more cruise-related products that we recommend. And yes, this is exactly the kind of product that actually pays our bills and keeps this channel running. I'm not going to pretend this is charity work. When you guys buy through our links, it genuinely helps us keep making content. But here's something that might surprise you. Those conspiracy theories about cruise lines paying us cruise influencers directly, they're mostly garbage. And here's why. It's actually good news for you. If Royal Caribbean was cutting me checks, do you think I'd tell you about how I think their main dining room food is some of the worst at sea? Or call out Carnival for absolutely screwing over all their past loyal passengers by completely revamping and rescinding the ironically named loyalty program? Real cruise content shows the good and the bad. The cruise lines know this. That's exactly why they're not handing out paychecks to influencers who might criticize their buffet food quality the next week. So here's the big question. Should you actually listen to influencers? Do we really have your best interest at heart? Here's something fascinating I noticed in those 5,000 comments on John Heald's post. A lot of people seemed almost embarrassed to admit they might have been influenced by anyone. They wore it like a badge of honor that I only trust my own experience. I don't need anyone's help. Look, I get it. Nobody wants to feel like they're being manipulated, but here's the thing. Refusing to learn from others isn't independence. It's just expensive stubbornness. But, and this is important, not all cruise influencers deserve your trust. Let me tell you about TikTok influencer Courtney Murley. She posted a video showing herself allegedly smuggling alcohol onto a Carnival ship in toiletry bags. The video went viral, Carnival saw it, and boom, permanent ban from the cruise line. Now here's where it gets interesting. After getting banned, Murley claimed it was all staged, just juice in the bottles, meant as a joke to get more views on social media. But guess what? Carnival didn't care. The ban stayed. This story tells us everything we need to know about the current state of cruise influencing. Some creators are so desperate for viral content that they'll fake breaking the cruise line rules. I don't think I even need to say to not take the advice of these influencers, just trying to get that viral video. Their advice may just get you banned from a cruise line. Hey, drop a comment below and tell me about the worst cruise advice you ever got from an influencer. Has anyone ever led you astray on purpose or not? Oh, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Think about this. Would you rather spend $3,000 on a cruise and figure out the hard way that the buffet closes at 9 p.m. or watch a 5-minute video from someone trustworthy who knows to grab dinner before the evening show? Here's what I've learned after making hundreds of cruise videos. Even the most experienced cruisers discover something new. That 20 cruise veteran who just learned about the secret deck on the Princess Sapphire. Or the free and absolutely delicious lunch spot called Gigi Asian Kitchen on the Carnival Vista that no one knows about. That's the power of shared knowledge from good cruise content creators. Now, can I speak for every cruise influencer out there? Obviously not. The Courtney Murley situation proves that some creators prioritize clicks over credibility. But here's what I can tell you about the good ones. Creators like my wife and me spend 40 plus hours a week on this content. We're obsessing over camera angles and tiny cruise cabins, researching port excursions at 2 a.m. and yes, sometimes you'll see us walking around the Lido deck filming tours. We just want to bring you the most authentic experience possible. So yes, go ahead and listen to cruise influencers. But listen smart. Find the ones who show you the bad with the good, who admit their mistakes, who follow the cruise line rules, and who genuinely seem to love helping people have better vacations. Because at the end of the day, a great cruise influencer doesn't just want your views. They want you to come back from your cruise with stories as good as theirs, not a ban letter in your mailbox. Hey, so there you have it. The truth about cruise influencers. Do we sometimes get things wrong? Absolutely 100%. But are most of us genuinely trying to help you have the best cruise experience possible while making a living doing what we love? I'd say yes. Hey, if this video helped you pull back the curtain on the cruise influencer world, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest cruise content. Because here's what I know for sure. Whether you're sailing with Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, MSC, or any other line, always remember, no matter what destination you choose, no matter what cruise line you choose, adventure awaits.